You awoke in a cold sweat from your dream, looking around your dim room in fright. You didn't remember anything that happened except for a loud bang at the end. But you passed it off as just a nightmare. It had been a recurring nightmare you've had for the past few days. You slowly arose from your bed, preparing your lunch for the day, before heading off to work, stopping off at your local store to pick up a little something along the way. As you drove, you reflected on your life before now, how your life partner recently passed away from an unknown cancer at such a young age, how your children graduated from college and were now living on their own, with a decent paying job and a date as well. You felt happy and proud of them. You couldn't help feeling a certain feeling inside. It was like a sickness. It was a feeling of despairing emptiness. You went to your small cubicle and started to work at your small desk. Your job was a decent one that paid well in this day and age considering the economy, but it was monotonous. It felt after a while that all you're doing were pressing the same keys over and over again, moving your mouse to give commands to your rather outdated personal computer. Click. Click. You've been repeating these tasks for the past few years now, with no raise and any comfort at home to make things better. Realizing you are all alone now, after a few hours of the miserable process came lunchtime, and you knew what that meant. You quickly got up, bringing your lunchbox with you, as you moved with everyone else to where they were eating. Stanley, a coworker and a close friend here, waited for you at the water dispenser, wearing his usual work attire. A white shirt over black dress pants and a small red tie. He greeted you happily as you walked up over to him, adjusting his brown glasses. You liked Stanley. He was a pleasure to chat with, at least at first. But the dullness settled in as well. You two always ended up talking about the same subject in discussion every lunch hour. You were afraid to admit to him that he was becoming boring. That everything was, in fact. You were afraid how he'd react to that. That he might just care too much over you. You didn't want to shock or surprise him too much. He did, however, speculate that you were becoming more empty and bitter, but you always assured him that you were fine and that he should stop pursuing such questions. After a few minutes of this worthless congregation, you set off to eat your lunch for today. It was always the same thing every day. A ham sandwich with a banana. Sometimes you brought a soda. Other times it was a mere bottle of water. A few years ago, back when your loved one was still roaming the earth, she would sometimes throw in something else. Even if it was something simple and plain like a pickle, you were always in delight about it. It was a break from the same food every day. Nowadays, you didn't have enough time to throw in something a little extra, but you were certain that you had quite a surprise for today, as you consumed your sandwich very quickly without hesitation, with your fruit to follow. No one seemed to notice how fast you were eating your food. It was almost too easy, you thought. This is usually when you return to your cubicle and go back to work. But today, you had that little extra. From your bag, you withdrew a small handgun that you just picked up from your last paycheck earlier this morning. No one noticed it for a few seconds before a woman started to scream and point at the sight of the revolver. Some of them begged for you to stop, reaching out to you. They were trying to talk you into not doing it. You barked at them, making empty threats how you'd shoot anyone who got within touching distance. You felt bad about it. You were really a caring person. One of them quickly phoned the police, saying that they're going to get you help. You didn't care. The dullness, the melancholy, the emptiness, it all had to end. You looked at the crowd, Stanley was standing at the front. He pleaded with you, begging for you to reconsider your thoughts and actions. He offered to help you if you were to listen to him. Without saying a word to him, you opened up your mouth and placed a pistol inside of it. You heard the massive scream before your vision faded black, and you pulled the trigger. You awoke in a cold sweat from your dream, looking around your dim room in fright. You didn't remember what happened except for a loud bang at the end. You passed it off as just a nightmare. It was a recurring one you had the past few days now. You slowly rose from your bed, preparing your lunch for the day before heading off for work, stopping at the local store to pick up a little something along the way.